Welcome to Food.Cook.Share. Pizza Rustica is traditionally made at Easter. It was on an Easter episode of Cake Boss that I first learned about pizza rustica, or cold-cut pie as it's also known. They made it look so good I wanted to make it, so I began what I thought would be a Herculean task to search for his recipe. As luck would have it, the first place I looked was this article posted on the New York Times cooking website titled Pizza Rustica, Easter Pie. Guess who is being interviewed? None other than the cake boss himself, Buddy Filastro, complete with his recipe, and you can still find it there today. Let's do it. Pies always begin with dough, so I like to start with prepping the ingredients, or as the French say, mise en place. First, crack all the eggs into a bowl. This will prevent any stray shell fragments from being lost in the crust. Next, grate 2 cups or 500 grams of very cold salted butter. The crust is flavor balanced for salted butter, which is why there's not much salt added in the recipe. Now, into a large mixing bowl, add 6 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and the grated butter. Toss to coat the butter with flour, and then work the two together to form coarse crumbs. Don't worry about some of the pieces being bigger, as this is a kneaded style pie dough, so it will all be worked in. Trust me. Beat and pour the 5 eggs over the flour mixture and stir to combine. Distribute the eggs in the flour the same way as the butter. Just be patient, as it's going to get a bit sticky for a while. Finally, add about half of the 1 1/4 cups of ice water over the whole surface of the dough. You want to get as much of the water in contact with the flour as possible so it will hydrate and bring it all together. Keep folding in the water until large clumps form. The dough will absorb a lot of liquid on top, so dig deep and pull up the dry flour that is on the bottom to avoid dry patches. As you regret the size of your bowl, add the rest of the water, hold the ice. When you see that all the water is absorbed and there are no wet patches, turn the dough out onto the board and begin kneading. The dough may still not have come together, but if there are a lot of large pieces that feel sticky, you have added enough water, so just keep kneading. The dough may seem dry, but the more you work it, the more it will form a cohesive ball. After about 5 minutes, this is what you'll have: a smooth, elastic dough. Cover and set aside for half an hour. The mix-ins for the filling are what give the pie its character. My version is a little different because some of the ingredients are a bit hard to get right now, which is good because it showcases the recipe's versatility. I couldn't get sopressata or provolone, so I substituted salami and feta. My version is 200 grams each of feta, mozzarella, salami, smoked pepperoni, cooked ham, and 100 grams of prosciutto. All of these get cut into bite-sized chunks. Okay, it's getting late and I don't want to be at this all night, so let me try something. Cool! I get to use that more often. The rest of this filling is fairly simple. If I recall correctly, Joe from Carlo's Bakery was using a large commercial mixer for his filling, so time for a machine. No. But next time. With something a bit more appropriate, mix together 1 kilogram of ricotta, 10 whole eggs. It seems like a lot of eggs, but it's a lot of filling. 100 grams or about 1 cup of grated Parmigiano Reggiano and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Once the filling is fully blended, we're ready for the mix-ins. Everybody into the pool! I do like a bit of a dramatic presentation, so I like to arrange the eggs whole in the filling, but they can be cut up and added with the rest of the mix-ins. After all, cooking is one of those activities that everyone has the opportunity to be creative every day, if they want to be. Give the filling a good stir so that every bite will have a little taste of everything. Let's grab our dough. Feels good. So we are ready to assemble. Set the oven to 350 degrees. Divide the dough into two pieces, 2/3 for the bottom crust and 1/3 for the top crust. Drop some flour on the board and flatten the dough into a square, or a circle, or a rectangle. What I mean is flatten it into the shape of your baking pan. Better. And then roll it at least 3 inches wider than the base of your pan, so there's enough overhang to seal with your top crust. Be sure to stretch the dough into the corners, so there's no gaps that could cause structural integrity issues when you are unmolding. I'm pouring in half the filling, placing the whole eggs, one in each corner and one in the middle. Now finish adding the rest of the filling over top. Make sure it's even and spread into every corner. It's late, so let's speed this up a little. Roll out the top crust just a bit bigger than the base. Throw the top onto the base. Seal the top to the base crust with a little bit of water. Cut the excess crust off, but leave plenty to form a nice top edge. Pinch the top edge all the way around so you get a nice seal and a decorative finish. Cut vent holes. A cross would be the obvious choice for a symbol. Brush the entire top with egg wash, and off to the oven. Whew. See you in an hour and a half. I need a nap. I'm feeling more myself now. Well, this turned out great. The crust is golden and crisp, but we can't unmold it until it's fully cooled, so I'm off to bed. See you in the morning. Happy Easter, everybody. Oh, look, a perfectly cooled pizza Rustica. It's just what I wanted. I'm so excited to open it and see what's inside. Obviously, I have to get it out of the box. Lucky I know the combination to open it. It's loosened with a palette knife, invert onto a wire rack, and lift the box. Oh, forgot the last step. Turn right side up with a second rack. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Let me grab a kitchen knife and cleave it in twain. Wow, check out that cross section. All the meats and cheeses are whole, the crust is flaky and crisp, perfectly baked, and right in the center, that whole egg. I can't wait anymore, I need a taste. Let's get a nice centerpiece with all the fixins. The filling is creamy and rich from the ricotta. You get that saltiness from the meats and the feta. The buttery crust has such a crisp texture that it balances the softness of the filling. This is something that you're going to want to share with your family and friends when you actually are allowed to share things with your family and friends. Stay safe. Cheers.